Hey there, everyone. Hopefully, everyone is doing great. This is a surprising news for me because a lot of times the name Hulk was synonymous with me for me, like with two things. That's the Marvel's Incredible Hulk, and then we had Hulk Hogan from WWE, one of the biggest sports entertainer there is, and biggest superstar, and also a controversial star. So I always wonder how that panned out, both of them using the Hulk name. Now I just found it out. So recently, per Fightful, Hulk Hogan gave an interview and it all came clear that he had been fighting for the name of the Hulk, the right of it, for actually 20 years, which I didn't know of. I just came to it from this interview that he did recently, and surprisingly, the fight went down very ugly. It started all the way back from 1985 when Vince McMahon Sr., the father of Vince McMahon Jr., uh, actually gave Hulk the name Hulk. Like Hulk Hogan was named by Vince McMahon Sr. at first, but when he was like a lot popular in 1985, Marvel came calling up and said that, yeah, you can't use that name. Hulk is our property, and any money you make, you have to pay us from that a percentage. And Hogan said at that time it wasn't that much. It was 1/10 of 1%, so that was okay. But then 20 years later, in 2005, Marvel came out and said he couldn't use that name anymore. And according to Hogan, he was very hot back then, a very demanded name, and he went to his lawyers and was like, make that deal happen anyhow. And the deal happened, but it was very, very cruel, and is in a sense that Hulk Hogan had to pay like 30% of whatever he made to Marvel, which is insane. Like 30% from shows, merchandise selling, everything. Like Marvel would get 30% from it. And then a year later, after that 1 year extension deal, Marvel literally came up after the name that you can't use the name anymore. That's it. And him and Vince McMahon went through a literal battle to get the name settled. Marvel wanted like $35 million. Hulk Hogan only wanted to to buy the name for a fair market value, fair price. And all in all, Marvel lost. Yep, Marvel lost, and now they owe Vince McMahon $35 million. And Marvel was like, okay, how about we just give you your name back? And Hulk Hogan was, yep, for a fair price now, I will buy that name back. And he did. For 750 grand, he got the name Hulk Hogan for all to himself. Not even WWE, even Vince McMahon doesn't own it. Hulk Hogan himself owned the name, his real name Terry Bollea. He now owns the name Hulk Hogan for himself. That's his IP now, and it's surprising. I didn't know about this. And look, whatever you think about Hulk Hogan, even I think he has made a lot of controversial decisions over the years. The WCW decisions he made, bad. TNA decisions, bad. Things to say on tape, very bad. And he said a lot of controversial things all over the years. But at the end of the day, he is what he is, and he made wrestling what it is. He literally blew off wrestling in the mid to late 90s, 80s, and it was all about him. It was all about Hulkamania. It all exploded and everything around him, and WWE became wrestling all over, became a global thing that it is right now. A huge part is Hulk Hogan. That name is synonymous, and so yep, it's a good thing that he could buy off his name from Marvel, and it's all his now, and there's nothing to it. Hulk Hogan gets the best thing that he can from that battle, and he won that. So yep, there you go. What do you guys think about this story? Hulk Hogan? Let me know in the comments.